Bookworm family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Danny. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell because I am posting lots since I can't leave the house anyway. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to do that. It is at @the_dancing_bookworm, and I post on there full reviews and content. Boom. Alright, so today we are meeting for the high school book club in which we are talking about Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. This book is absolutely amazing, and if you have not picked it up yet, why are you waiting? Because it is probably one of my favorite books of the current moment in time. If you do not know what I'm talking about with the book club, please be sure to click that link up above or down below in the description box, and it will explain our full book club to you. If you are interested in doing this, we are already on section 2 out of 3 sections, so if you want to do it and you want to do it from the start, all the videos are in a playlist that says Far From the Tree, and you just have to go to my playlist to access that, and you can do it at your own pace and still listen to me talk, because I'm not taking the videos down, so you can do them at any point in time whenever you have time to do it. But we're going to talk today. So far in the book, the siblings have met, Maya, Joaquin, and Grace. Maya's dad officially moved out, and her mom's drinking is becoming horrible, like dangerous, horrible. Grace is getting close with Rafi, or Rafe. I had a friend in high school who spelled his name like that and pronounced it Rafi, but when I was listening to the audiobook, they call him Rafe, so if I accidentally go back and forth between the two, that is why. Apparently it is Rafe according to this book, but my friend definitely spelled it the same way and pronounced it Rafi, so I might do that. Sorry about that. And Joaquin is juggling with the idea of being adopted and not sure the answer he wants to give, and they're all kind of starting to learn each other's secrets, but not really. Like, they know little parts of each other's lives, but not like full parts of each other's lives, like the important parts. So the word of the week is woe begone. So this is actually, like, Joaquin said that this was one of the words of the week for one of his classes, so I thought it was funny, so I threw it in here as our word of the week. And woe begone means sad or miserable in appearance. After the breakup, Blair wore her pajamas to school and a woe begone expression on her face. Can you think of a TV or a movie character who is typically woe begone? So I said Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh is pretty much woe begone. Like, if I think of a woe begone person, I think of Eeyore. Or if I think of Eeyore, I think of a woe begone person. Either or. So question 1 says, oh, it accidentally said pre-reading questions on here. It was supposed to say section 2 questions. My bad. But number 1 says, where does Joaquin meet with his therapist? So Joaquin meets with his therapist at a diner because when he first went to her office, he like ran out in 3 seconds and was like, it's too much like the hospital that he was at or something like that. And the therapist was like, oh, okay, we'll just meet at the diner instead. And she was like a really cool therapist. I like his therapist. I think his therapist is pretty awesome in this book. Number 2 is, who does Grace run into at the home supply store? She runs into Rafe. And they end up getting a bite to eat and laughing at some salt and pepper shakers. Number 3, what was in Grace's envelope? She had pictures of Millie in her envelope, and she kind of saved them and hid them from her family, but it's just like a little update on Millie and some pictures of her. Number 4, what happened to Maya's mom and who did she call after 911? So Maya found her mom passed out in the bathroom with her head cracked open from drinking too much, and she called 911 and 911 came, and then she didn't know what to do because her dad has moved out and like her sister was a wreck, so she calls Grace, and Grace comes over and Joaquin comes over to kind of help Maya out. What does Joaquin first see at Maya's house that makes him uncomfortable? So he sees the family pictures, and in the family pictures it's very obvious that Maya was adopted. She is a little darker of skin, her hair is dark, she's short. The rest of her family is tall redheads with very fair skin, and he said it just made him feel awkward and uncomfortable because she looked so much different than this family that she grew up with, and it was just weird that all the pictures were on display reminding her that she was adopted, kind of thing. Number 6, does Joaquin accept the adoption offer from Mark and Linda? No, he does not. He says that he thinks as long as he can still stay and they're still going to be good to him and nothing's going to change, he would rather things just go the way they're going because right now they're good and they don't want it to like, he doesn't want it to get bad. Like, he wants it to just stay good how it is. But the thing that he doesn't realize is if he got adopted, it could be amazing. But he's good with just good. He wants things just where it's at because he's comfortable right now and he doesn't want to be uncomfortable. Number 7, what did Grace get in trouble for with her parents? So, Elaine from down the street saw Grace and Rafe hanging out, or Rafe, hanging out, and told her parents that she was hanging out with a boy. And Grace's point is, okay, so what's the big deal? Like, I've hung out with boys before, and if I didn't get pregnant, would Elaine from down the street even care that I was hanging out with a boy, or does she just expect me to get pregnant again? And her parents kind of didn't know what to respond to that, but, like, I think it was a pretty good response on her part. I mean, she didn't do it in a great way, like, she screamed at her parents, but it's a good point. Like, if I went down the road and hung out with a boy, last year, it would have been fine, but because she was pregnant this year, like, it's not fine anymore, so I think she had a good point. I just think she executed it very poorly. Why did Lauren get mad at Maya? Lauren got mad at Maya because Maya starts telling things to Joaquin and Grace that she isn't telling to Lauren, like that she broke up with her girlfriend and like other personal things that she doesn't share with Lauren like she used to. She used to tell Lauren things right off the bat, and now she tells Joaquin and Grace. Who does Grace run into at the mall, and what does Joaquin do? Grace runs into Adam at the mall, and he starts making very mean comments towards her, and Joaquin gets up and pretty much chokes him, and then he like runs out of the mall. But he pretty much like puts his arm against his throat and like chokes him and tells him to like leave his sister alone, kind of thing. And then number 10, Grace's mom shops online at night when she is too tired to make good decisions. Find 5 items from Bed Bath & Beyond or other home goods stores you think Grace's mom would buy when she's tired. So I haven't had a chance to do this yet as I'm filming, but I will put in the pictures here with a voiceover of why I picked them.
Okay, so the first thing I found was this pizza and soda can salt and pepper shaker. Then I found this dog lamp that looks like the dog is pooping. Then I found this carpet that says no drama llama corn. Then I found a 2-can can opener. And last, this amazing knife holder that looks like you're stabbing someone.
Then we're getting into the discussion, and it says, in this section, the phrase, he let out a breath he didn't know he was holding, was used. This is a cliche line often used in literature. It drives booktubers and avid readers up a wall when we read it. It is by far my biggest pet peeve about reading. Do you have any pet peeves about reading? So, my pet peeve is, he let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. She let out a breath she didn't know she was holding. And then, they let out a breath they didn't know they were holding. Do you know how many times that's in literature? I can tell you, it has been in 5 books that I've read so far this year. I'm not even kidding. 5 different books have had that line. I could rage forever about this, but because it's already late at night and you don't want to hear it, I won't. But can I just tell you how much I hate that stinking line? I get to it in a book and it just like, it makes me freeze and I get mad at the book. Or worse, I was listening to Far From the Tree on audiobook when this line came up, and it goes, he let out a breath he didn't know he was holding, and I went like this to the audiobook. Like my phone had something to do with it. Like the audiobook had something to do with it. No, the audiobook doesn't have something to do with it. Robin Benway had something to do with it. And normally that would ruin a perfectly good book for me. That would normally be like, okay, instantly went from 5 stars to 4 stars. But that's how good this book is that it's still got a 5-star from me. But normally if that line's in a book, you don't get 5 stars from me. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, so the next time we meet is going to be April 10th. So I want you guys to finish the book and do your section 3 questions before we meet. So it'll be the last time we meet. Oh, by the way, did I mention today is my birthday? Because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I forgot to mention it because I'm recording this not on my birthday. I'm recording it a few days before my birthday. But when you're watching this, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. So, but yeah, let's talk about the section 3 questions so you have them ahead of time. Of course, they'll be down in the Google Docs link as well, but I just want you guys to know them ahead of time so you can know what you're looking for. Question 1. Joaquin had an adoptive family at one point. What was their last name? So in this part of the section, we find out finally what happened to Joaquin when he was 12, and it comes out that he had an adoptive family. What was their last name? Number 2, what did Joaquin do when he was 12 to his adoptive sister, and what did his adoptive father do in return? So this is all part of that big story that we've been waiting for to find out what happens. Number 3, what did Mark and Linda buy Joaquin? Number 4, what does Maya have to help them find their birth mom? So they decide, yes, we're going to go find our birth mom. What does Maya have in her possession that will help them get there? Number 5, who answers the door when they go to meet their birth mom? And number 6 is what happened to their birth mom. Number 7, what did their birth mom always remember about them? Number 8, what was in Joaquin's safe deposit box? Number 9, what does Grace do at the end of the book? And number 10, look through your old baby photos. Which one stands out to you the most and why? So those are the questions for next time. And I hope you guys are enjoying this book. I love it so much. It is definitely one of my top 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.
Wasn't that a great video? Clearly books make me very happy. Now you can make me happy too. Click the subscribe button to follow my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you think I did good. And the notification bell will let you know when I post new content. Also, follow my Instagram for more book shenanigans.